Hey movie fans, it's March and Captain Marvel is here. Next installment in the MCU, which actually takes us backwards a little bit in time to learn the story of this incredible, interesting, really fun character. Really powerful character. It's starting off and man, making quite an impact on the box office. Its Thursday night previews brought in $21 million, which is a really good start, and Box Office Mojo is predicting between $135 million to $175 million opening weekend. Yes, that's big. Putting it in perspective, the #1 movie of the year so far in the US is Glass, also with Samuel L. Jackson, just throwing that out there. And it's at $109 million, and it's been out since January. Right behind it, How to Train Your Dragons 3 and The Upside, both at $103 million. So in just one weekend, Captain Marvel is going to be beating all those and becoming the #1 movie in the US for 2019. So that's what it's looking to do that way. Ratings wise, it's also doing really well. Rotten Tomatoes has the conglomeration from different critics, and it gives it that composite score. Right now it's sitting at an 81%, so pretty favorable towards Captain Marvel. 81%, that's pretty good. There was an ad that I've been seeing since its premiere earlier this week, the world premiere, and it keeps showing, like quotes from critics throughout it. One of those quotes said, "Everything we'd hoped for." So one that shows favorable. My personal opinion, not quite everything I was hoping for. Maybe a tad misleading in my book, but still very, very good. I definitely liked it. I thought it was really good. And I didn't not like it by any means. So, what did I like about it? Well, of course there's good action, and there's great moments of humor in there as we're learning about Captain Marvel. But really, it remains an origin story, which I just think is awesome. We saw, from the trailers, we saw that, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s going to be involved in this. Agent Fury, right? Agent Coulson. And so I wondered how much they were going to go into that, and if they were going to feel maybe trapped that they had to do more with that. They didn't. It stayed a story about Captain Marvel.
And you're a Kree, a race of noble warriors?
Heroes. Noble warrior heroes.
Also, we saw, characters that were in Guardians of the Galaxy, like Ronan and things, and these characters were there, so you might have thought, well, maybe they're gonna feel like they have to build things up to lead up to that or to tie into that, and they didn't. It stayed very driven, very focused on our main character Carol Danvers, and it really, origin story is what we're gonna call it, but maybe more appropriately we could call it a discovery story. And so that to me is a huge win for this movie, that they didn't get so caught up in the whole universe aspect of it, of the MCU, and all the different components and aspects and connections that could have been involved or focused or driven on, but really the moving force of it was Captain Marvel, which is awesome. Which leads to the next point of what I really liked about it, is that this movie was needed. Looking back on the movie, I can see why we needed this. At the end of Infinity War, that tag scene we see where Nick Fury sends out the signal, sends out that page to Captain Marvel.
Oh no. Mother.
We don't really know why, but through this movie we get to see why we need her, why she's going to be so important in Endgame and a role that she can play there, and that's exciting, that's cool. So I like that. We get to know who she is, we get to meet her and see why she's important to the overall story. So very exciting, gearing up towards Endgame coming at the end of April. Another thing that I really loved about it was that this movie answered questions. I really didn't know a lot about Captain Marvel as a character, But in the trailers, seeing things, I just wondered, are we going to learn about this? Are we going to learn about that? And I feel like it did answer some of those essential questions that I had. Again, making this a necessary installment for the overall picture, as well as being a great standalone story just about her. So it's a lot of fun for the duration of the flight. So stay tuned for that and stay, seated, enjoy the ride, buckle up. You're going to be going anywhere because it's a lot of fun throughout the whole film. So I think that you'll like that. I definitely will be seeing it again. Make sure to stick around for the tag scenes. The first one after kind of like the animated credits, very important. The last one, like they usually do with these Marvel movies, they kind of have like a humorous one at the end, but also fun to see, worth the wait in my opinion. But yeah, go check it out. I can't wait to go see it again, talking about it, thinking about it. Ever since I saw it, just makes me even more excited to go see it again. So I hope it's making you excited too. Alright guys, thanks for checking it out.